Well, time to do the intercooler upgrade. We've been rocking this eBay 31 by 12 by 3 now for 3 years. I think we maxed it out a long time ago. New one came in today, Mishimoto, our line. Gonna open it up in just a second. Alright, got it all unboxed. This Mishimoto is actually looking pretty dang good. Really well built compared to my little eBay one I got. Didn't cost much more either. I think my eBay one was $150. This one right under $300, I think it was. And you know, I opted for the gold, which was I think an extra 17 bucks or something like that. But this one's a bar and plate, unlike my eBay one, which was tube and fin. Everything looks really good on it. Then this one is also 4 inches thick compared to my eBay one, which was only 3 inches thick. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start getting this eBay intercooler off. It's just going to take me just a couple little bolts. Should only take me a few seconds. Undo the clamps. And then just got one bolt. Then 2 bolts right there. Use the jack to support it so it don't fall. And we're going to use this on another car we're doing a 5-3 swap on. So we don't want to mess up this little eBay intercooler any more than it already is. So, well, before I get the new intercooler on, I get asked a lot about how my radiator is mounted. You can see right here I kind of made the skeleton frame. Bolts to the radiator up top, and it goes down to the bottom, just kind of goes around it, bolts to it, and then I just welded on these little arms right here, and it bolts to the factory crash bar, I guess you call it, bumper. And that's it. Simple. It's the only thing holding it together. And then the intercooler mounts to the crash bar too. The whole thing comes off. Just 4 bolts there, 4 bolts over on the other side. The whole front end's off the car. Got the eBay intercooler and the Mishimoto side by side. You can definitely tell the difference right there. Look how much thicker that Mishimoto is. Both 3-inch inlet and outlet. Look at the core difference. Not just the end tanks, the whole core. This eBay one is actually a little bit smaller than the core end tanks. Mishimoto's not same all the way across. Let's take a look on the inside here. See if we can't focus in there. Mishimoto, bar and plate, eBay, tube and fin. You see how bent up a bunch of those are. And let's see what eBay intercooler this is. Here, got my Mishimoto, lifetime warranty on them. And here, I've got my JDM Sport. Alright guys, I almost missed this. I'm glad I saw it and want to give y'all fair comparison and my thoughts on this stuff. The eBay JDM Sport intercooler, you see how thick the coupler mount is right there. You can get a lot of coupler on there. Look at the Mishimoto. It's really small, like thumbnail. A lot smaller. So I got to be really careful on where my clamp is, where that's going to be blowing off a lot. The lip on it's no better. About the same size as the JDM Sport one. And just look at that difference. At least a good ½ inch, give or take, ½ inch difference on mounting spot for the clamps and the coupler. Definitely not sponsored by them, but Small Time Brewery, if you're watching this, don't stop making this beer. Alright guys, unfortunately, bolt holes do not line up. There's about 2-3 inch, I think it was 2 3/4 inch. I'm gonna have to re-drill. I think I've got it kind of marked. I'm not good at measuring though. That gold intercooler though, that's definitely gonna look different. It's gonna stick out for sure. It's a little bit bigger. I'm gonna have to trim my bumper some, it looks like. But it's going right in. 2 screw holes and trim the bumper maybe, and all done. Well guys, when I said I'm not good at measuring, I meant it. I used a small drill bit because I knew I was gonna mess it up. See, I got all kinds of lines. I'm just not good at this shit. I don't know why. You see my drill bit? I missed it by just a tiny bit. That's all right though. I think I'll be able to get it. All right, well, guess I didn't do too bad. Just my one pilot hole, put in my other pilot hole, drop the drill bits down in there. You can see, oh, there you go. Going right on down to the holes. Got a little bit of space over here on the radiator. Tons of space over here. Radiator it is at an angle, so. But should be good to go. Should have no problems there. Yeah, we're gonna finish drilling these and get it bolted up. And then see what we gotta trim on the bumper. Alright guys, we got all the holes drilled. See it right down there? Oh, there it is. Not too bad. Stupid simple. Just gonna get the shop back out, clamp all these aluminum, and then bolt it in. Alright, the tricky part is, like I said before, this coupling's got to be a little bit more size because there's not as much room. Let's hope we can get it on there. Any blowouts on it. But worse than blowing a coupler. It only happens when you know it's a brace that matters too. Never happens on the test pass or anything like that. You won't blow a coupler, you know, until you're lined up with the baddest person there and it's worth the money. That's when the coupler decide to pop. Let's get a screwdriver and let's get those pushed over and get these couplers pushed over. Maybe we won't have to worry about couplers popping when this is all done. One side on, this other side on. I will say I'm not too thrilled about this design. I wish this overhang came off a little bit more. This is really a small space to work with to get these on. And I'm not. If I have a coupler blow off, I'm going to be really mad. I'm having a hard time on this stuff for some reason. Got some really heavy duty channel key bolts. Pardon my phone. Stainless steel, they're ideal clamp. It's the best ones I found. Don't strip out, they hold pretty dang good. I use Mishimoto 3-inch couplers as well. So, alright. Now, let's test fit the bumper, see what we got trimmed. Alright guys, trying to test fit the bumper. Sorry, it's kind of hard to record and do all this hold the bumper and everything by myself. But, let me see if I can't get it up here real quick. I don't know if you can see, but it is hitting. Definitely got some trimming I've got to do down there. Don't look too bad. Looks like I just got to trim this lip off right here and should be good to go. So let me get that cut and then we'll test fit again. Alright, had to do a bunch of trimming. Using the Larry razor knife. Cut my finger. Dr. Savannah hooked me up. She always helps me whenever I cut myself, which seems to be happening every time I work on the damn car. But I had to cut off a lot more than I anticipated for. Probably could have used a little bit more trimming, but I didn't want to lose my IST sticker. So it is what it is, but there it is. I'm loving the gold intercooler. Mishimoto Type R intercooler is on. We'll have to see how this does compared to the eBay JDM Sport one. But I have a good feeling about this intercooler. It looks a lot better. It's a lot thicker. Bar and plate going from tube to fin. So we'll see what it does.